Hello everyone, and thanks for tuning in for this week's market outlook from XNES. Before we proceed with this week's idea, let's check on past week's idea and how it performed. The trading idea for last week was a potential long position on Australian dollar against the US dollar. Even though the price did not reach the 0.66500 retracement, it did go near that at 0.66700 and then continued to the upside as per the trading idea. Today we'll be checking on a possible idea. My name is Andreas Themistokleous, trading specialist at XNES, and joining us here today is Stanislav Pernikov, also trading specialist here at XNES. Thanks for joining us today, Stan.
Hello Andreas, thank you for having me today.
So what is the trading idea for this week that traders could possibly use to initiate some positions?
I'm thinking of a potential breakout trade for Bitcoin. So as you see, it's consolidating within a narrow range, 2 to 3 weeks. And the volatility is at the lowest point probably in 2022. So considering that we have some potential optimism in the equity markets, the crypto markets may follow. So that's not, of course, guaranteed because crypto markets still have quite negative sentiment across the board. And Christmas rally might not be happening here specifically, but in case still we have some buying activity here, Bitcoin might feel something too. So I'm thinking of a potential short-term move towards 18,000 level or maybe slightly higher. We never know. Maybe it might be more aggressive or less aggressive than that, but usually such trading ranges tend to be broken.
And what narratives are driving this idea? What do traders need to pay attention to if they are going to proceed with this trading idea?
Well, first of all, it's the CPI publication, which is going to be published on the American session on Tuesday. The overall inflation is forecasted at a level of 7.3%. If it gets lower than that, American dollar will be under pressure, and that's a slightly positive factor for cryptos and for equities. Also, we have press conference of Jay Powell this week, as well as interest rate decision. Well, from the decision standpoint, probably there won't be any surprises, but press conference usually brings some volatility as Jay Powell speaks. Also, we have some, meeting of ECB, European Central Bank, with the publication of interest rate decision too. So as you see, this week is pretty much packed with the events. I suggest that we won't have any surprises in terms of monetary policy. So American dollar probably has a tendency to continue weakening, as well as yields of 30-year Treasury bonds. So I won't be surprised if equities and cryptos might get some optimism in this context.
So in summary, the trading idea for this week is a potential breakout for Bitcoin and initiation of some possible long positions. The traders need to pay attention to the economic news that most probably will create some volatility in the markets, like the American CPI and the central bank's monetary policy releases. Yields are stabilizing ahead of the federal meeting, and the press conference draws the attention of traders later tomorrow. Thank you, Stan, for providing the idea about Bitcoin for this week.
Yeah, thank you, Andreas. Have a good trading week, everyone. Be careful and manage risk.